our president, Donald Trump, has enacted Title 10. What is Title 10? Title 10 says that your local police department or even your state has no more say over what takes place within your cities or your state. That means that the military, almost in the form of martial law, has completely taken over the state of California. That means that all of their rights, everything is out of the window right now. They're under the state of martial law. This means that our president has enacted the military to act as the local law enforcement, the local authority. Guys, this could potentially be the first implementation of a civil war or a serious dictatorship. Now, I don't know what's taking place in California, but I've connected with a lot of organizations and a lot of people over there, and they're telling me that they're terrified. They're telling me that they're seeing military tanks and some pretty brutal things that are taking place that they have no control over because the number 911 doesn't even exist. And if it does exist, there's a military officer that's pulling up and he doesn't have any conversation. He doesn't have the same sort of care that our local law enforcement has because he isn't trained that way. He's trained to de-escalate and to have you go in the house and be quiet until he finishes this situation. He's not trained to pick up a baby and kiss it on the cheek. You better get your baby out of the way when this tank comes past because, well, it looks more like the future to me. And if this is going to be the future, then this is something that we need to get our hand on. Now, over in California, they're already under martial law. Martial law means that right now they aren't controlled like the rest of the United States of America. They're their own island. Well, let me ask you a question. Where is Donald Trump most known from? Is it Hollywood? Is that the first that has to be sacrificed or put in order for us to see how all of this is going to take place? Is this the first of the 50? You see, because we're already going under a dome. And if we're already going under a dome, that means that we're already going to have to be under a certain rule and a certain law. And if the first part of the dome is going to touch California, well, California must be in uniformity. It must be in law. It can't be in chaos. So is this the first place that the dome is going to land? Is this why martial law has been enacted in California in Title 10? Do you know what Title 10 is? What is Title 10? Because it's very important to the average American citizen. In fact, it's important to every red-blooded American. That means that your local people don't